Are we recording? Yep, we're recording now. Hello, people. Excuse the background. That's my house when I don't have the flag draped. This is JD. I've been listening now to the, I don't know, two jerks that are running for president right now. I don't know what to call them. But I can tell you this, if Obama wants to run on his past performance, he's doing a pretty good job of doing it because he's not telling us anything else. All he's doing is telling us what is wrong with Mitt Romney. He isn't saying nothing about what he plans and how he plans to prevent the upcoming recession, what he plans on doing. Matter of fact, the government's been lying to us for the past 4 years about the depression we've gone through. But he doesn't want to tell you the truth. The truth is too hard to bear. No, it isn't. We've gone through a depression that would have been worse than the 30s if it wasn't for Social Security and unemployment. That is the truth. That's why it's a recession. The Great Recession, they call it. Isn't that something new? Every time something is that they don't want to call it something, they change and come up with some new words. The Great Recession. It's a depression. That's why there's another recession following, because it's not done. Now, what about Mitt Romney? Jerks out there, the truth of the fact is there's about 47% of the Democrats who are going to vote for Obama no matter what. And they got a lot of stupid reasons for voting for him. And there's nothing Mitt Romney's going to do to change him. It's not that they're poor. It's just that they're dumb Democrats. And that's it. Now, if you don't like the fact that there is just sheep out there that do nothing because somebody tells them to do it, and that's it, you know, tough luck. That's the true world. The true world, this country, has the most frustrated people of any nation right now. And George Washington warned us about this. Political parties, the unworthy will rise to the top. Neither one of them is worthy of being president. Some people say, well, with Obama, we know what we got. That's some reason to vote for somebody, isn't it? Well, we know what we got. He ain't that good, but, you know, we know what we got. With Mitt Romney, we don't know. And then there's another problem that a lot of people here don't understand about our country. We actually have two major forms of welfare in this nation. Yes, there is two forms of major welfare. One's for the poor. People who are uneducated, the people who can't find a job, the people who are poor. And then one's for the greedy rich. Those are called government subsidies, tax loopholes, breaks for this, breaks for that. That is welfare. No matter how you look at it, that's the way it is. So what does that leave the middle class with? Holding the bag. There has always been two forms of welfare. It's just the rich don't want to call it welfare because they're too embarrassed to get welfare. But they're there with their hands out just as much as the poor is. So when Mitt Romney talks about the 47% that takes from the government, he's not talking just about the poor. He's talking about the rich, too. Yes. How many rich people avoid paying proper taxes? How many rich people, corporations, get tax breaks? How much taxes did GE pay? Oh, wait, they're nothing. I remember. See what I'm saying? There is welfare at both ends of the spectrum. That's something that Mitt Romney didn't kind of mention in that little sentence. The truth of the matter is, The middle class is left holding the bag. And they are the frustrated. Now, last night I watched on the news that Roseanne Barr said what I said in 2008. That neither candidate was worth voting for. And oh, she was such a fan of Obama's then. But now she sees that it's nothing more than a political party fool. Clown at the head of the pack. You know, when you go to the circus, the person that most people are is the clowns. They're the ones who kind of put the show together and stuff. I mean, Nancy Pelosi is running the Democrat Party. Now, if she had her way, we'd be called the, I don't know, the socialists, something of North America. She's nothing more than a communist in a democratic suit, as far as I'm concerned. That's my total opinion of her. She has no idea what the nation needs. She thinks, oh, I just take care of them like my all little grandchildren. No. This country, I don't know how to put it. I just really don't know. If Roseanne Barr was serious about running for, I wish she would contact me, because I'd like for her to be my vice president, maybe in 2016 with a serious run. Because I believe that you, the people, are going to realize, finally, that these political parties are producing nothing for American leadership. Absolutely nothing but politicians. Politicians is nothing but a fancy word of saying someone who can doggone lie and get away with it. Who has no backbone, who can't stand, has no idea of what they just wishy-washy doing what people tell them to do. But actually, the President of the United States got to be a leader and a follower of the people, not the political parties. And that is a hard job. But it can be done. Neither Mitt Romney or Obama has realized that. Obama has realized that all that he's been doing is all messed up. And he's starting to learn. He might be a good president the second term. But he could also be the very worst. Because your second term that's where the best or the worst of the president comes out. Because that's when they don't listen to and they go their own way. He's too socialist. He doesn't see what the United States of America is yet. He doesn't know. Maybe he never will. I think his wife would make 100 times better president than he would. I don't know why, I just got that feeling. But that's neither here nor there. The truth of the candidates are that, what do you got? The lesser of two evils. Like, I said that 4 years ago. I'm saying that again today. I know who I'm voting for, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm writing my name in again. I don't care. There's nothing out there to vote for. There is absolutely nothing. Neither Mitt Romney or Obama has come up and told us what they got to make them, why they should be president of the United States. Obama could tell you all the reasons why Mitt Romney can't be, but he can't tell you why he should be. That's a politician. Don't vote for him because he's no good. That leaves you me. See? But the truth is, the people see nothing there either. Bottom line is, this presidential campaign is probably the biggest frustration the American people have to... I don't know. There's just nothing out there. Absolutely no reason for the American people to go out and vote. Because there's nothing to vote for. And I'm not going to be a spoiler this year. I'm not going to do what I did last year. I'm going to leave it up to the American people between the two. And maybe you will start to realize this is wrong. I mean, even the Libertarian Party, I can't believe how dumb they are. The Libertarian Party just gets a nobody and runs and just to run. Waste a lot of money. They had an opportunity to actually win this election, but they are too stupid to figure it out. Yeah, I'm pretty good at using that word stupid. I don't know, maybe I'm just a political genius that don't know it. Or maybe I'm just a doggone jerk. Or maybe I'm just a standard, everyday American who's sick and tired of these politicians taking, and wasting, and wasting. I don't know what to say. Let me give you an example of how I would do things. This is just one example. On all our embassies, there'll be an inner wall and an outer wall. And on the outer wall, there will be a sign. All those who cross over this wall and not on peaceful purposes enter what is referred to as the dead zone. And our embassy would be authorized to use deadly force for anyone who violently goes over the wall of the outer wall before they reach the inner wall. And I don't give a doggone if they stack up the whole space between the inner wall and outer wall with those people who want to doggone be violent. Because that's American soil. If we're not willing to defend it, then we don't deserve to have it. That's just the way I feel. Also, I do not make threats. Also, on the outside, anyone who wishes to protest peacefully outside these walls are more than welcome, and we will listen. And those who want to come in peacefully, we will sit down and talk with you. But if you want to come in with a gun, rattling and firing and trying to tear things down, you cross that outer wall, you will enter the dead zone. And the dead zone is just that. That's where people die. That's the way I'd look at my embassies. And they would be known for that. Now, I'm not going to tell you how I'd handle other things, but I'll tell you this. The Taliban would have handed over Al-Qaeda to us, every single one of them, if I was president when the Twin Towers was attacked. That I could promise you. Or we wouldn't have to hunt for Obama, because we'd know where his body would have been and all everybody else's. It wouldn't be a little war like it is. It would be, you give it to us? No? Fine. Then Kabul's gone. You give it to us? No? Okay, we'll take more out. I mean, there's no games in war. War deals with life and death. But that's the way I feel. And who threatens with World War III, there would be no World War III with us. That I will promise you. If I was president, his threat to World War III would be nothing. Because I will give him a promise. And I will carry that promise out. And I can guarantee you there will be no World War III. Might be a change in the geography in that area, but no nuclear weapons. No, don't need nuclear weapons. Will not use nuclear weapons. But they will never be taken off the table. Bottom line is, people, we no longer need politicians as presidents. Our government is a political government now, not a business government. Our country is a country of business. Each and every American working together to build a nation. Working together. Not a bunch of politicians going around making rules and trying to run the world. They can't even run the country. It's time to remove the politicians from our government. But you haven't learned that yet. There's nothing different, really, between Obama and Mitt Romney. Except they're political figureheads for their political party. And that leaves the American people with absolutely nothing to choose between. That's it. So, go out there. See if you can find a reason. And please try not to use the degree of his tan as your reason for voting. Because I'm going to tell you right now, he is not the first black president. But one of the greatest presidents of the United States, John Hanson, whose mother was from Africa too, was one of the greatest founding fathers and the very first president of the United States. Though not elected by the people, he was still the first to carry the title. He was still the first to do the functions at which the executive branch, and actually a lot of stuff that he did is inside the Constitution of the United States. A lot of his writings. But some people don't want to admit to it, and I don't give a doggone one way or the other anymore. The truth of the matter is, there is nothing out there to vote for. Neither one of them has presented anything about them that tells you why they should be president. So, go out there and choose between nothing and nothing. Nobody and nobody for president. Because that's what you got. The political parties. And believe me, you have the 47% Democrats who are going to vote for Obama because he's a Democrat and no other reason. But don't feel bad, Mitt Romney. You're going to have your percentage of Republicans that are going to vote for you just because you're a Republican. So it doesn't matter. That balances out. It's that stuff in the middle that makes the difference. And we're sick and tired of both of yous. We're sick and tired of the Democrat Party. We're sick and tired of the Republican Party. We're just totally sick and tired of it. Your gridlock, your garbage, your bickering. None of you have anything in mind for this country. You both are nothing but political clowns. That's the way I see it. That's the way I feel. And there's not an American running for president. There's a Republican and a Democrat. And that's the sad part about it. And the libertarians, what can I say? They follow the same path as the other political parties. In case any of you are interested in something different, go check out www.theconstitutionistparty.com. Just read what it's about. If you like it, understand it's not a political party. It's not meant to be a political party, but it's an American organization. And if all that can be done, I would love for it to always be not a political party. Thank you. This is JD. And though I registered to run for president in 2012, I'm not doing it because I'm not going to do what I did in 2008. But I will write in my vote, and it will probably disappear just like it did in 2008 and all those people who wrote me in. You all have a nice day. And just understand, try to learn. There is nothing either political party can offer. Have a nice day. I'm tired of